Hey everybody, Skinny K here again, and I wanted to bring you some news, some updates about the upcoming Crystal Lake TV series. Now, which will air on Peacock by a company called A24. They canceled it, but re they restarted and they're in post production. So that's a good sign, and that's from a legit website called a little site called Fangoria. So I think they're kind of legit. Where the series was originally be called Mama's Boy, but I think that would be a little too demeaning to Jason himself. Uh, the creator would first be Brian Fuller, but then they would go with Brad Kane. Now you've got Nancy Nagrant as Kay Christie, who is probably the original owner. Uh, remember the original movie, 1980 movie. Steve Christie is probably the brother or whatever of or the son of Kay Christie. She's the owner of this of Crystal Lake before everything went to shite. This series will be focusing on young Jason, how how he will be in the camp, but then also the entire ordeal where he drowns, the two murders that happen, um, and then of course it because there's I think a transition into Jason, the killer we know and love. This one I really am looking out for because this is my second favorite franchise. My first one being Halloween, but then Friday the 13th being my second. That's my go-ahead movies when I'm feeling like I want to see some 80s slashers. I always put Halloween or Friday the 13th on. Um, you've got Linda Cardellini, played by Pamela Voorhees. I would put the pictures on the screen. Personally, Nancy Nagrand has more the Pamela Voorhees look, stern face, than Linda Cardellini because she's a beautiful woman. So, sure. Because in the original one, she seemed a little bit like Butchie. And you're gonna have Adrienne King reprising her role as Alice 40 years later. Now, I'm not sure what they're gonna do with that. I'm guessing there's gonna be they're they're gonna show you the series up to the point that two counselor members were gonna be killed by Pamela Voorhees, and I'm guessing that will they reboot the first movie in that series, when the Steve Christie opens it and Adrian King will be more of an older counselor, you know what I mean, instead of a young one because she's already like in her 60s, I guess, or 50s or 60s. I'm thinking 60s because it's 40 years ago. But she will reprise a role as Alice. So um, I've got a few pictures, like I said, from the actresses. It's been confirmed, and it was cancelled, but then reopened, by another company. Also, will be on Peacock, but they reopened it and they are in post production, pre production, so that's good. Fangoria is the one who gave me this information, so I take Fangoria seriously because it's been around the block for decades now. That magazine. Also got the poster of the movie. They already released the poster of the movie. That's interesting. It's a really cool poster. Um, Seeing young Jason in his Camp Crystal Lake outfit going in the water, just with his knees, and then you see the reflection of Jason on the water, and that would be a official because it has will release be on Peacock. It will be released in 2026 because of you know, it would have been released much earlier, but because of the cancellation at Brian Fuller, they thrown him off the series and took another one. Maybe another guy has taken over, Brad Kane. So it was constantly in problems. So they probably canceled that for that reason. But they know there is a lot of interest in it, so they're gonna make a Friday the 13th TV series. Not the You Got a TV series. It's also called Friday the 13th, about this shop with all these, which apparently is not so bad, but a shop with all these trinkets and antiques, and you have a Freddy glove and a Jason mask in as this on display in the shop. So that's the only link to that series, but this will be an official TV series, the prequel, basically, what happened before all those kills happened in 1980, and what happened with Jason, and so on and so on and so on. I'm really psyched, you guys. I'm really psyched. So, actresses are already named, and it's confirmed by Fangoria that they re-picked it up. They picked it up again, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That's the only information I can give you guys. You Friday 13 lovers, and that being said, hope you enjoyed this little update. See you later. Bye.